Today I'll be showing you an Andy Field watch trick. He actually made it up. So I won't be showing the tutorial because I have no idea if it's okay with him. So I am going to put the link in the description of that video, alright? And then in that video is the tutorial, and that's where I got the tutorial, and that's how I know how to do it. So it's a very powerful trick, so I'm just going to show you the performance. Okay. So, in the beginning of the trick, the spectator, I'm outlining, the spectator would actually be able to shuffle the deck. Involves no setup at all. Okay, so then it's not like a double lift or anything. You could just look at the top card. In this case, it's the 5 of clubs. And then I put it in the deck. And then I give it some cuts. And if the spectator wants, they could also give it a shuffle, and I'm not sure about that either. They could actually give it a shuffle, and it wouldn't disrupt anything. So, now what I'm going to do is, since I know the card, 5 of clubs, I'm going to show you the top card. It's obviously not the 5 of clubs because I just shuffled it. So 3 clubs. So I'm going to take that 3 clubs, I'm just going to stick it right there inside of my watch, if you could see that. Okay? And then I'm just going to do a one-handed spread like that. Okay? Okay, so first of all, to do this trick, you're going to have to know how to do a one-handed spread, okay? So, if you know how to do a one-handed spread, you're good. So I'm going to, under here is the 3 clubs, we want the 5 of clubs. So I'm going to turn it over and cover it with the fan, like that. So all of a sudden, the 3 clubs now turn to the 5 of clubs. And it's not any like fake thing. You can actually look. There's no trick in the watch. This is not a trick watch. It is just a regular Armatron watch. You could see. Okay, there's no trick in it. You could just do it with any watch. So now I made up my mind. I will show you the tutorial to this. Okay, so what you're going to do is the spectator to shuffle the deck as much as you want. Then what you do is it's no double lift. You actually do show them the top card, and you can see it too if you want. If you don't want to, then it's okay. So I prefer to. So 4 spades. So then what you do is you put it in the deck. The main thing is you have to control it to the top. I like to hold the pinky break and then control it right there to the top, like that. Whoa, what just happened? Oh yeah, that's what I did. Okay, but yeah, control it to the top. And then when I said before you could the spectator to shuffle, it's true, they can. So what I do is once it's to the top, I hold it in a hand palm like that. And so I put my hand down and I allow them to shuffle it. So that and then I let them check that it's not on the top or the bottom. And then when they give it back to you, you put it right there on the top and you pretend you're straighten up the deck. Like that. It's that easy. Okay? So that convinces them even more. That's a convincer because they're allowed to shuffle the deck. Okay, then you do a double lift. That's the only double move you have to do in it, the double lift. And then you show them the second card, which is a different card than the card they picked, obviously. The card they picked is right on top, the 4 spades. But they know that the card is different to a diamond. So what you do is you take both of the cards, the double, and you stick it right pointing outward, not pointing inward. And it looks like different, but for me it's pointing outward. It doesn't point inward. It looks like that on the camera because it's the opposite way. But when you have it towards yourself, it's pointing that way. See how it's pointing that way? So then once you do that, if you want, you have to make sure that it doesn't it doesn't like do that, because then they'll see that there's 2 cards. So what you do, if you want, you could just hold it, but I don't worry about it. I just stick it in so that it doesn't show. And then you're able to turn it over. And so then make sure you put your watch a little tight so that it sticks in and it doesn't fall out when you turn your hand over. So then you do one-handed spread. That's the second move you need to know, and that's the 2 moves. So then what you do is actually you're supposed to spread it. Oopsies. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know how that happened, but okay. So what you do is you do one-handed spread so that the cards are facing face up like that. And then what you do is you turn your hand over like that, and you make sure they're not under so they can't see the card. So then what you do is you put it over, and you're saying that that under here I have whatever card, in this case the 2 of hearts, but you wanted to change the 4 of spades. So while you're saying that, you're taking with your fingers. This will take a little practice. It may fall at first. You take it with your fingers like that, and then it's behind the fan. And so from their angle, it looks completely normal because you're just looking like that, because they don't see your back 2 fingers moving. So you do that, and then what you do is, I like to turn it like Andy Field does it. He turns it, covering it with the fan so that they don't see the fan, but you may see it because you're looking from a downward angle. But normally they're looking from an upward angle, and they don't see it, and you just wave over, and then you reveal that it's turned to their card, their picked card. And what you have to be careful of is the card that the other card, the double card that was on top of it that they saw, which was the 2 of diamonds, will be on the bottom, face up. It should be, at least. So make sure you don't show them the bottom card. If you want, what you want to do is you take it, and you can quickly turn it over, and then you could show that face down. So that's what you do, okay? So, watch his video, okay? Bye.